So a while back, I saw a video of Adam Savage from Mythbusters on his YouTube channel using this Evapo Rust from Harbor Freight, and it looked like it worked really good, so I figured I'd give it a try on these pieces.
12 sleepless hours later.
All right, it hasn't even been 24 hours yet. This stuff's already looking great. So, I don't know if y'all can see that, but that was where it was in the fluid. That's where it was outside the fluid. So we'll stick those back in on the other sides to get those clean. Here, this one was in the bottom. Yeah, look at this. Look at that. The black paint and metal. Pretty much all the rust is gone. Yeah, any spot that looks like it still has rust, it just wipes off my finger. That's pretty impressive for some environmentally friendly stuff, isn't it? And it's okay to touch it with your hands. It even says that on it. You don't need to do long term. You know, you don't need to have your hands in it long term, but touching it with your hands is alright. You know, don't drink it. Alright, let's wipe it down and see what it looks like. I think it's been about 12 hours, so I didn't even have to leave it in there for 24 hours. The black paint's coming off, so I wonder if I left it in there for 24 hours if the paint would come off of it. Man, I really didn't have high hopes for something from Harbor Freight, but wow.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I said, wow. Look.
Yeah. Are you going to polish it up?
Nope, I'll weld it, make it match all the rest.
And that stuff's environmental friendly
Yep.
and easy on your hands?
Yeah. I'm just wondering if I left it in there 24 hours if it would take all the paint off, because it pretty much took the paint off too.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the rest is gone.
Look, you can even see the patent number.
Yep.
Oh, that's awesome.
Pretty cool. And it's not all pitted like if you hit it with a wire brush. It's still nice and smooth.
What's that smell? What did you do?
But for a newbie, that's not terrible, right? Yes, but like penetrate pretty decent. It's good enough for where we're going. I need to figure out how I want to make the rack. I'm going to go grab a pen and see.
Oh, yeah.
Like one of my deep sauce pans?
Sure.
Okay.
I don't know. So how can you? So you could reach all the way if I put it up high. She's 4'11", so if she can reach there, we're all good.
Is he gonna go here?
Yeah. Okay. Call it good. 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 Alright, we're trying to figure out all the pictures I see, the poles more towards the rear of the piece, or that side of the piece, I guess you'd call it the rear. And then the loops come out in front of it. But I was wondering if we put it right in the middle and then just did the loop holding the pots and pans centered, but that makes it look like it has a lot less counter space, right?
Yeah.
I think it just looks better. Looks better for some reason in the rear. Maybe if we catch it from a different angle, y'all can see what we're talking about. See, doesn't it just look better? Kind of move to the back. You know, it'd probably be in the center of an island or center of a kitchen. Yeah, there's something about that just looks odd. It just takes up too much space or something.
It does. It does.
All right, we'll go with the back. I figured there was a reason they did it that way, so.
Yeah.
We'll do it the same. Right, Colossus. Right, Colossus. Right, Colossus. Right glasses. Right glasses. Yeah, right. So again, without having a torch, I'm having to be creative with manipulating and bending this metal. You see me struggling with my cart moving around on me? I completely forgot it has stands that unscrew out from the bottom of the cart to take it off the wheels. I have noticed, though, that just the heat from welding allows me to manipulate the metal a little bit more. I guess it heats it up enough to bend. So you'll see me tack a little bit and then bend it where I need it, tack it a little bit and bend it where I need it. I can actually feel the tension relieve off the metal as I'm welding. If I continue to do this, I'm definitely going to need to invest in a torch. So now what I'm thinking is when I go to lower down the table, it's going to kind of lean this way, so I'll probably end up having to build some decorative bracing to hold it up, but we're going to drop it down anyway and just see. Yep, it's going to need some bracing. I love this electric table. So this was my first idea for the cross bracing to support this top rack. I thought it'd be cool to use the threaded rod, make it look like you could adjust it in and out. As you see later on, I end up removing it. It just wasn't jiving with me and I wanted a little different look for this piece. Now I'm just going through and finding the center of this top so I can start figuring out where I'm going to mount it. These are the hooks that I got for this piece. I thought about welding some hooks in, but I wanted the customer to be able to adjust it however they want, so I figured this would be the best alternative. I decided to go through and add in some of the angle bracing to match the kind of custom look we're going with on the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and remove this center bracing. I decided to tack in a couple of rods just to make sure everything stays in place while that piece is removed. So I shared a couple of the build pictures on Facebook, and one of my friends actually had a plasma cutter that he was selling. This is definitely going to be a fun toy that opens the door to do a little bit more custom stuff. Seemed like there was too much gap between the tabletop and the pot holder, so I decided to add in a magnetic knife holder in the center section. Ow! Remember to wear your gloves. You need earplugs, because that's really loud. Alright, next I'm going to try to figure out a way to put 2 drawers in here. This is actually a 10-foot butcher block that I cut down to 8 feet, so I still got 2 feet left over. I'm going to see if I can't cut enough out of those, and maybe use those as the drawer fronts. Now before I go through and cut all my boards for the drawers, I'm going to take my router first and run a groove down it, and that will be where our drawer bottom slides in. Yeah, no cleanup, no nothing, perfect. Machine look beautiful. Now I'm just going through and gluing and tacking the drawers in place. This is actually a pretty thick drawer bottom. I think normally they use something around an 1/8 inch, and this is a 1/4 inch thick. Okay, I found these drawer tracks. I don't know how far they're going to open up. The normal drawer tracks I use have 3 tracks on them, so they come out really far. But the benefit to these are they mount underneath the tabletop. So instead of having to have a sideboard to mount your tracks to, you can just mount this to the table and have a drawer underneath it. So we're going to give these a try and see how they work. Yeah, I'm not going to use these. They don't open far enough. Putting it next to the drawer, seeing how far the drawer would come out, just a little more than half of the drawer would be out where you could access it to put stuff in. So I'm not going to mess around with that. I'll go and get some regular tracks and weld and make my own brackets even if I have to. So that's not going to fly. Now I know I need to seal all this metal up to keep it from rusting, but instead of just sealing it as it is, I decided I wanted to give it a little more of an aged look. So I'm just taking some flat black spray paint, spraying it on, dabbing it with a rag to kind of give it that tarnished look, and then going through adding a little bit of metal flake, just kind of dusting into it, and then sealing it. This is Bruno. He's 2. He's a Dane Mastiff mix. It's very soft. You sweet boy. What if I get down here? Oh. He's doing really good with other dogs. We just seen another one try to get at him, and he just backed up. Boy, sweet boy. A lot of going on in there. There's that smile. There's that smile.
All that extra skin around his neck and face.
Have you had him around other dogs?
Oh yeah, I have 2 dogs at home.
Okay, he's good.
Great around dogs, he's great around kids, and he's great around cats. He doesn't do anything. He's just a big old bubba.
That works.
The biggest problem we have with him is how aggressively snuggly he is.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't realize how big he is, so he'll just lay right on top of you.
How long have you had him?
I've had him about a week.
Oh, he'll get adopted quick. He's sweet. He's calm.
I need him to get adopted quick because my kids are falling in love.
Yeah. And Mastiffs, they're just, every Mastiff we've had, just, they're sweet. Same thing you're saying. They're sweet, cuddly, pretty chill. He's got beautiful brindle color.